Hello, I'm Enigma Bizarre, your Crashout Queen, and this is my co-host, Baruch.
Crashing out.
We are your Crashout Queens. Actually, I will be crashing out basically this entire episode. This whole episode, for me, will be dedicated largely to one topic, and the question is, do I start off
I
rip with
know.
that
I
topic,
do know what the topic
or
is.
do I lean into that topic first?
That's a great question. I think we both have the same major topic for the week.
I think we lean into it because the other ones will be quick and we don't have to start off so charged because I probably will swear during it, so I have to make it past the first minute to 30 seconds. So,
That's so fair. Apparently the Nicki and Cardi drama is done now. Do we know about that?
girl, please. It'll.
Well, it's not done. Someone apologized on Twitter to the other one like 2 days
No, I
ago.
had no idea that happened actually.
Let me pull up my twitter.com.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna look up Cardi B right now.
One of them apologized to the other, and I can't remember which one it is. Can I just get on Twitter, or do I have to log in? I'm going on my phone.
Um, I don't see anywhere here that she's apologizing.
Yeah.
So it's not Cardi B. Nicki Minaj. I just can't believe it that Nicki Minaj would ever apologize. So.
Whoa. Don't give my child no backhanded apology. Keep my child name out your mouth, because I'ma always take you where you don't want to go
Yeah,
about mine.
I read you that tweet.
You did? Damn,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so she's not the one apologizing. Nikki tutorials.
Yeah, no, I don't see any apology.
I could have sworn someone apologized to the other one. I didn't save the video that I saw it on, though, because I was like, we could just find the tweet again later.
Mm-mm. I see Nicki
Wrong.
Minaj kissing Taylor's ass. Taylor Swift's ass.
Uh, uh,
I'm not saying Cardi B cocked her, but Cardi B clocked her so hard when Cardi B was like, you can't. She says something along the lines of like, you say dear black woman this and dear black woman that, yada yada yada, but all you be doing is kissing white folks' ass, and you've never supported a single black person in your career unless it's a man or unless it benefits you. And every black girl you have beef with to some capacity in this field. Well, you bootlick the white people, and she kind of ate her up with that one.
she be eaten. What can I say?
Yeah, I don't see any apology here, but I mean, if she did, good for her. But I see her just talking about Taylor Swift. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj, you need to get off Twitter. Holy fuck.
We need to. A lot of us need to get off Twitter. Let's be honest.
um. So for my first topic, I have kind of a funny side topic of the day,
Okay.
which involves ethics. And I'm curious as to your
Ethics.
take on this. There is so I don't believe well, that's not entirely true. I kind of do believe. There I think is an element of like okay to punch down and not okay to punch down. And
Okay.
recently I
Yeah,
saw
who's punching down?
I saw online that someone had responded to a comment and like put the comment on blast and was like, you are like basically like you're a terrible person, fuck you, like da 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 da, because the original commenter like fat shamed her and just was being
Yeah.
overall nasty in her comment section. And then it was really funny to me because then like I went to the lady who fat shame's account originally, and then like obviously her comment section was filled with a bunch of people commenting being like, you gonna fat shame people when you look like that? You gonna fat shame people when your husband's fat? Like, how dare you? Da da da. And it was really funny because I was like, like the my thought is, I guess, like the ethics behind that is interesting because like frankly I think she deserves it. Like frankly, you reap
Yeah.
what you sow. But
You reap what you
also,
sow.
like, I also can see the argument of like, you know, is that too much hate for anybody? Is that too much? And I guess what's your line?
I mean, don't post on the internet if you don't want people coming after you. No hate to
Yeah.
either. Actually, like, you post whatever you want on the internet, but you need to be under the impression that people aren't gonna like what you say.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go around saying shit about fat shaming people,
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand the fact that once you post that on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna come after you.
Yeah, and I think we need to also be a little bit more okay with like shaming people who have poor behavior online, because I think like so many of these people just see the internet as like I can post whatever I want and have no consequences to my actions at all. So I can say the most horrendous, fucked up shit I want and just be okay with it and be fine. And I think that
I think it's
we need more
people thinking
consequences.
about the right of free speech, but then
Hmm.
not realizing that other people also have that right and can say again whatever they want to them in return.
Well, what's the saying? You have the right to free speech, but that doesn't like negate the consequences of what you say.
Yeah, like you can say what you want, but that does not stop anybody from doing whatever they want
Hmm.
back to you, like saying whatever they want back to you.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting thing because we see it a lot. I think in like kind of modern day stuff. And I actually do think that a clapback is deserved. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that there's times when like someone's getting criticized, and obviously they should not clap back at like valid criticism. For example, last week we talked about Douse Mendoza and how Douse Mendoza had this terrible clothing brand launch that was too expensive, and that was like a common complaint. Also, a common complaint is that it was fucking ugly. And Das Mendoza's response was that everyone was sheen pilled and sheen brained, and everyone was too poor or too broke to handle his fashion. And it's like, okay, sweetie, this isn't the clapback you think it is. Like, this isn't the
Yeah,
serve
this
you
is
think that
not
it is.
not serving right now.
So I just found it interesting.
Like this is the tired episode, guys.
Yeah, I
This is the
just woke up
low-key tired.
5 minutes ago because
Yeah, I
I've
figured
been up
because
since 3 a.m.
we record around like 6 p.m. and we're both fine. So I texted Riley after I ate dinner at 6:13. When are you free? Boot up Hades. I complete a run. I text Riley. I say, "Chat, she hates me." I think I do 2 more Hades runs before I get a response.
I did have an alarm set too. I had 3 alarms set
Yeah,
for 6:30.
damn, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And you're just like, you know what? That's one thing that I don't
Honked
understand
out.
about some people. Sorry.
Some people.
uh,
She's coming at me, chat. She's
some
coming at
people,
me, chat. She
yes.
hates me.
Well, it's also a few people because I just learned that some people in my life need multiple alarms to be set in order to wake up,
Hmm.
like in a row, like in 5-minute intervals, and like 10 of them.
Yeah.
How? Like,
Make sure you get up, man.
I can't fall back asleep like that. It
I'm
actually,
good.
it
If an
wakes me up.
alarm wakes me up, I'm good. My issue is
Yeah,
sometimes my body will just physically not react to the alarm and just will not wake up to it.
I
It's my
see.
problem.
Because my problem is that it takes me like on average like an hour and a half to fall asleep on a good day.
Yeah, me too.
So when an alarm goes off, I can't fall back asleep.
Hmm.
When anything happens, I can't fall back asleep. When the fire alarm goes
I'm
off,
I'm
it's
the
been
exact
doing that
same way.
lately. So I'm like, how do you not wake up at the first sound of an alarm?
Yeah, I'm the exact
And
same
I
way.
always
I will.
hated it when I don't know if this ever happened to you on like a school trip. When I was in the 8th grade, my like graduation trip, like they do that, right, was to Muskoka Woods.
Yeah.
And this one girl in the cabin, she set so many alarms and she would not get up for a single fucking one of them.
Oh, I didn't set any alarms in Muskoka. I just let my
Oh,
campmates wake me
yeah.
up.
I was like, you also went to Muskoka Woods for your grade 8 grad?
I think every
Who
school
doesn't?
in like Ontario does.
Wrong. A public school in a town near mine actually got banned from going on overnight trips because of something that happened.
Well, yeah, that's okay. So there's an outlier.
Yeah.
I think every school in Ontario still goes to Muskoka. That's just an
And then
outlier.
the elementary school I went to actually used to go to Chicago
Oh,
before um
the
you know
Rapture. No, I
sure
don't know.
before 2016.
Uh, what else
Around
you want me to
2016,
take away from that?
2017.
You're not finishing the
Uh,
sentence, so
yeah, no, Trump was president, so they wouldn't let us go to America
there we go. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, no, he got elected, so they were like,
That
we're
makes
gonna
sense.
start going in country trips. Yeah. So, hey, my
Did your
school.
for reference, if you don't know,
Yeah.
viewers, and you're American or you're from a part of Canada or somewhere that doesn't have Muskoka Woods, Muskoka Woods is basically a glorified camping trip. You stay in like a little cabin
Stay in a
with
little
bunk
cabin.
beds.
It's in the woods at
Yeah,
least.
it is
There's a
in the
lake.
woods, and then there's like I know some of the activities consisted of like canoeing. There's a
There's like a
bike
giant
ride. There's a
swing.
ropes course.
There's
Yeah, there's a
ropes.
zip line slash swing.
Bouldering.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I
Just a
don't think
lot of
they let you
outdoor
go swimming
activities.
in the lake.
No, but you went canoeing.
Yeah, you went canoeing, and then they held a bonfire for you one night where they like did like a little improv acting, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
a
know if
fun.
you had the opportunity, but we had the opportunity in high school to go back to Muskoka as
Uh,
mentors.
our high school went to Quebec and another Camp Celtic.
My high school
I don't
went
know if
to
that's.
France. Paris.
Oh yeah, Paris. No,
Paris.
the Quebec trip was only for grade 10 French students, like if you took French in grade 10, because you didn't have to, for those of you who don't know, Canadians have to take French classes up until the ninth grade,
Hmm.
and you can stop taking them after ninth grade. So Quebec trip was only for people who were like actually like, oh, I want to keep taking French.
Yeah, we had a French club at my school.
We did not have that. We didn't really have many clubs. Like you had the yearbook club and you had your GSA, but I don't think we really had many.
I don't know how many we had. I know we had French club, but I don't remember
French
what
club
else
is
we had.
crazy.
Those
Being
are people.
so
Those are the people who went to France. We had a physics
okay.
club. We had a physics club. And
Oh.
you know it was so funny about the physics club at my high school? People joined it because the physics club, only the physics club for some reason, got to go to Cedar Point at the end of the year.
Oh, only the physics. Well, the band got to go to Cedar Point, not
Nope,
Cedar Point.
just the
Canada's
physics club.
Wonderland.
Nope, just the physics club. I think our band got to go to maybe Canada's Wonderland as well, but no, no, no,
I feel like
no.
every band goes to
The
Canada's
physics
Wonderland
club got to go to
because
Cedar Point.
there's like a performance. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope,
Were
the
you in the? Did
physics
you want to
club.
go to Cedar Point that bad? Were you in the physics club?
God no. I went to Cedar Point my entire life with my family. We go to Cedar Point
That's fair.
all the time.
I've only been to Cedar Point once.
I think it was friend of the podcast, Livy, tried to get me to join the physics club so I
To
could
go to
go
Cedar
with
Point.
her to Cedar Point. And I was like,
Livy was in. Livy was in the physics club.
yes, yes, because she wanted to go to Cedar Point. She had never been before. And I was like,
Oh,
no.
okay. So that
And
was the
I
only reason she wanted
vividly,
to be in
and
the physics
I'm
club.
pretty sure I said to Livy, you can come to Cedar Point with my family one year. Like, it's not that
Yeah,
deep.
like
You can
you
just
can join
come
us.
with
Yeah.
us if you want. And she was like, no, like, I'm going to go with the physics club. You should come with. And I'm like,
Go with
I'm not going and I'm not, because you had to, like, you couldn't just, like, join the physics club, like, the week before the
No,
Cedar
you
Point
had
trip
to
and
like
then go. You had to,
be
like,
in the physics club.
and you wouldn't believe it. The physics club entailed actually doing physics. You had to actually be
Actually
doing
doing
physics,
physics. Like you had
which,
to actually do
mind
your
you, you
math and
have to
stuff.
remember. Me in high school, I signed up for physics class, but then dropped out of it within a week to 2 weeks because I couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, oh fuck this. And then this bitch wanted me to try and do physics in my own free time, not even for class.
No.
I was like,
I
no,
never,
bitch.
again, in Canada, you don't have to take science past grade 10. So I stopped taking science past grade 10. So I didn't do any physics or anything like that, chemistry or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but now that we've taught you about the whole Ontario educational system,
Um,
um, let's talk about my next topic, which is a TikTok
what's your
thing,
next
which
one?
is really
It's
really
a
funny, and I
TikTok
just
thing.
want to know
Yeah,
if you've seen
really
it.
funny.
Have you seen the Bunny and the Tortoise dance?
I actually love the Bunny and the Tortoise dance. I commend those kids so fucking hard. I couldn't do that. All these bitches getting up on the internet saying, this looks easy, I'm gonna fucking do it. I know for a fact I couldn't do that shit.
Hold on.
I know.
Say that again. I had to pause the recording.
Yeah. I know for a fact that I couldn't do that bunny dance. I know for a fact.
I'm
Bunny or
gonna be
tortoise.
so honest with you. I
Like I
agree.
could do a good three of them.
It's a lot harder than I think most people assume, but it's also I think that
I just don't
there
think I
are
could leap across the
people
stage.
now who are trying it who are like,
Oh,
how
it's
are
so
kids
funny to
doing this?
try it.
This is impossible. And I'm like, okay, you're
Those
being
kids
fucking
are
dramatic. You're being
training
so
for
fucking
it.
dramatic. Yeah. And you're being
Apparently, one of the
so fucking
parents said
dramatic.
that one of their kids has abs now from That's rigorous training
I don't
shit.
doubt that, but children get abs
Yeah.
really easily. I had abs as a child.
Yeah, they're well, cause like they don't really have much like
Yeah, they have good metabolism.
fat on them or anything. Like they just have
Mm-hmm.
they haven't like grown up yet,
Yeah.
right?
So I think that it's not that difficult. I find it fascinating. What's even more interesting to me is that it's actually apparently a critique because it's originally Chinese, if
It's
you
a
don't
critique.
know,
Yeah, it's a
and it's a
critique
critique
on
of the
the
Chinese
Chinese
government and the
education
Chinese
system.
education system.
System.
And if you don't know,
Does
the
this
critique is
trigger your
basically
side?
that like the bunnies are like meant to be these
Uh,
children because in China academics is pushed
is
so
so
heavily onto children
hard.
at such a
Yeah.
young age. And so basically the bunnies are like quote unquote like what is expected of a child or the normal child of like they're excelling at everything, they're good at everything, they're getting high grades at everything. And then the tortoises are like the children who suffer and fall by the wayside because the education system just doesn't have room for them and just doesn't care about their
Yeah.
education because
So
they're
like
not
yeah,
succeeding. So that's really interesting, I thought.
and it was a good dance. I could maybe do the stoplight part of the dance. I could be the stoplight. I
Yeah.
could not. I
My
could not.
favorite thing was just the way it came on my feed was it was just someone as per usual commentating on it being like oh my god, have you guys seen the bunnies and tortoise dance on TikTok? And I was like, what are you talking about? So I look it up and I say it and I'm like, oh, like this is cute or whatever. And then every single like third TikTok since then has like just been like bunnies and tortoise dance. And you know what? They got me every single time. I sit there and I watch the entire thing all the way through.
It's so
It's
good though. Like it's
mesmerizing.
actually
It
really
is
good.
mesmerizing. It is
It's so good.
cocaine
And
for your eyes and ears. Like if you want,
the lights and the way
yeah,
that they are all in sync with each other.
like the music. Oh my god,
Yeah, with
bump
the
bump
music.
bump bump.
I
It's
also
just
have a
me hitting
TikTok.
the gritty. Okay, what's your
A
TikTok?
TikTok topic. Have you heard of the TikTok shop, Build Your Own Carabiner?
Yeah. So who is that slur towards? Out of
Lesbians.
curiosity, is it?
Well, because the whole thing where like, oh, you've got a carabiner, you're a lesbian, right?
Wait,
Because like,
then why does it
yes,
matter? Because isn't the person who made it a lesbian?
yes, no. So what matters is that she called it Build Your Own, and then the slur for Mexicans.
Oh, so no, it's not a slur. Okay,
Like
so that was the question I asked you.
short.
And
Oh,
you said it
right.
was
No,
a slur for lesbians. So that was
no,
the concerning
sorry.
part.
No, that was no, sorry. No, I
Okay.
didn't hear you right. I thought you said like, who is the shop for? And
So
I was like, oh, for lesbians.
for context, there's this lady online who is a lesbian, and
So
if you
funny.
don't know,
She's a lesbian.
lesbians are known for always having carabiners. They have lots of little dangly
Carabiners.
things hanging by their pants via
And I have
carabiners.
one. Fun
Yeah, because you're a
fact.
lesbian, so that makes
Got one.
sense.
I got that thing on me.
And this person decided it, which by the way, which is really fucking funny. It is a
It's
cute
funny because
name.
it is
It's
a
a
cute name.
cute name. She names it though build and then I won't say it, but Biner, which
And yeah, it's a slur
if you
for Mexican.
pronounce, yeah, is a slur for Latino Mexican people.
Yeah.
Really funny because I had no idea this was a slur
I didn't know
until
that
this
was a
dropped.
slur until this.
Yep, until
That's
this
crazy.
dropped. Not that I
Because it
think
was
I
so
was ever in
funny.
my life ever using that word. It's really hard to
Oh.
think of a context when I would actually ever use
Like
that
when you
word.
would like I get that she wanted to like short it because like carabiner is such a long word for like a
Uh-huh.
catchy tagline that you
Yeah.
want and like maybe like most username like character limits.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so funny that she was like, guys, I didn't know. I
Yeah,
didn't know it was a slur. I'm
I
so
saw
sorry.
she
So
was like on her hands and knees crying after like, guys,
pack
I'm so
these
sorry.
orders with shame with me.
Yeah.
Like Sorrow fill these packs, and
But
then
I
everyone
also loved the like Latina community being like,
going,
nah, you chill. This is
no,
funny as
keep it. No,
fuck.
keep the name. Keep the name. And people are
Yeah.
asking for the original packaging because she got
Yeah.
packaging made with the original name on it, and everyone's like, "Can I have the original packaging?" And she's like, "Guys, I can't give you the original packaging."
So funny.
And everyone in the comment section is like playing off of Build-A-Bear,
Mm-hmm.
which they were like, "You should have named it Build-A instead of Build Your Own." And the
Yeah.
funniest part of it was the girl in one video after she like apologized. She was like, I also realized that you're not even really building it. You're just buying it from me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So the thing behind a carabiner.
You're just like decorating it. You're not even building it.
Okay. So
You're
that
like
makes
you're
sense.
buying an accessorized carabiner from her.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious because like she
Lesbians and their
apologizes
trinkets.
for the slur and then she immediately goes, I also realized it doesn't even work. You're not building anything.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
What other topics do you have for the week? I
Um,
have one more before the big one.
I have one more, and it depends on if you want spoilers for Hades 2 or not.
Go ahead.
Okay, spoilers for Hades 2 ahead, guys. So basically, what Hades 2 does is they build up the whole game by telling you that your life's goal is to kill Kronos, right? Death to Kronos is like the tagline. Like everybody says,
Uh-huh.
like death to Kronos, death to Kronos, death to Kronos. So tell me why I beat the game 8 times. I get 4 things from Typhon. I get 4 things from Kronos, and I do a little incantation. I go and I kill Typhon. I actually kill the father of all monsters. I kill him. He's no longer a thing. And then I do a little spell. I go down and I beat Kronos. And throughout the entire game, you're talking to your brother Zagreus through time. Like you're in the future, he's in the past, and you're talking to him through time.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're like, Zagreus, I need you to take this, and I need you to go kill Kronos in your time. And Zagreus is like, haven't you just tried talking to him nicely? And Mel's like, yes. Do you understand what I'm doing right now? Like, you're gone. I don't know where you are in my time. I don't know where mom is. I don't know where dad is. I don't know where anybody from the house is. Go kill Kronos. And Zeg is like, okay, I guess. You know what he fucking does?
Mm-hmm.
He talks to Kronos.
Okay.
Talks to Kronos, and he's like, why don't you just come back and be like a nice little family? We could be a nice little family. Like, you could be a grandfather. Like I'm your grandson. Like, come be a family with me.
Peepaw, come
And Kronos,
home.
Peepaw, come home. And Kronos is like, why the fuck would I want to do that? And Zagreus is like, okay, I guess I'm gonna stab you now. You know what fucking happens? Kronos and Zagreus get like these little visions of a life where Kronos accepts Zagreus's deal, where like he lives in the House of Hades and like he watches like your main character Melanoa grow up, and he's like a actual grandfather. So then we cut back to Mel in our time, walk out, and Kronos is there, and he's like, guys, I'm so sorry for what I did. Here's your family. Here's your mentor. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Oh, the power of friendship prevails above all
The
else.
power of friendship for real. And I was like, okay, so the whole game, I'm killing this guy, and I'm gearing up to kill this guy, and now he wants to be my granddad,
So do you kill
and
him?
he's better now. No, no,
Rough.
no, you don't. Because I was also questioning, like, how are they going to? I'm sure. I think I talked to you about this. How are they going to keep the structure of the game? Because it's a roguelike game. How are they going to keep the structure with the final boss up top and the final boss below if you kill them? Turns out, you spare Kronos, he becomes your grandfather, and every time you make it down to the final boss fight, he's there and he goes, okay, I'm going to put you to another probability of time where I'm still a fucked up man, and you're going to go kill him. And I'm going to help you.
That's so
And
retconny.
I know, and I was like, I kind of, like, it's growing on me because of the dialogue that I obviously can't tell you about because how am I supposed to tell you the dialogue? But
We don't have enough
kind
time
of
in the
growing on
day.
me. Yeah, we don't even have enough time in the day, but it's kind of growing on me. But when it first happened, I was just sitting in my chair and I was like, okay, what am I doing? Why? Okay, okay, but okay. You know what? Sure, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, that's it for me. You want to talk about the big topic that I'm sure is also
Hold up, I got one
yeah,
more. I got
you got one
one
more,
more. Damn,
and then we're
bitch.
gonna get fucked up in here.
So, news dropped recently. We probably should have
News
talked about
dropped.
it last week because I think it dropped
What's the
for
news?
last week, but we're talking about it late. Bad Bunny's gonna be the Super Bowl performer.
Oh, yes, I did see that. I didn't, I think I saw it after our podcast because everybody's like, "Ugh, he's gonna get deported."
Do you know why that's funny?
He's an American citizen.
He is an American citizen, and all of these moronic Trump
I
supporters
talked to the president of Puerto Rico.
who are so
Did you look in the mirror?
Oh
Did
my
you look in the mirror and
God.
talk to yourself? The president
So
of Puerto Rico?
funny.
Are you serious?
So fucking funny.
Cause all like on my Twitter timeline, like it'll be someone quote retweeting someone going, "Can't wait to watch him get deported on the big screen," and then like the quote retweet is like,
He's
"Do
American.
you know where Puerto Rico is?
Yeah.
Do you know who the president of Puerto Rico is?" With a question, and I'm like, wow. And it's funny, right? Because the two of us who are not citizens of the United States of America know that Puerto Rico is.
And another thing that's even funnier to me, though, about this. What? Hold on. Coda?
Hold on. Coda! Give him to me. Give him to me.
But the even funnier
Give him
thing,
to me.
on top of that, is the fact that what about performing at the Super Bowl makes you think that an artist would ever get deported?
That's what I'm saying. They weren't happy with last year's Super Bowl performance either, though.
Theoretically, well, yeah, of course, it was fucking,
Kendrick Lamar.
yeah. But, like, my thing is it's like, you don't have to be an American citizen to, like, for example, go on tour in America. Lots of artists do it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like lots of artists go on tour in, like, Europe and Australia and, like, do shows there. And what? You think that those people just get deported because they're performing in not their country? Like, are we really thinking about this at all? Because even if Bad Bunny theoretically was LB deported, why would he be at the Super Bowl? Why? He's performing. And that's not even to mention how many Super Bowl people have performed that were not American.
Yeah, I just Googled it. The Weeknd performed
Yes.
at the Super Bowl, and guess Canadian.
The
And he didn't get
Weeknd,
deported.
Rihanna,
Shakira,
There's another one I can't remember. There was a band that performed at the Super Bowl and also is
Coldplay.
it Coldplay?
I don't know if Coldplay is Canadian. I think it might be an American band.
I was gonna say I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's just one of my lists. hold on.
Yeah, like tons of artists have performed the Super Bowl and are not American citizens or like are not American
Oh, God.
born. It's
Yeah.
a fucking performance. You
McCartney.
don't have to be American to perform the Super Bowl. And then
No, you
like
don't have to
my
be American, it's
favorite
just a
argument
conference thing
too.
at the time.
My favorite argument too is people being like Bad Bunny isn't like big enough for the Super Bowl or he's not like
Yes,
a
he
more
is.
appropriate enough for the Super Bowl. He has I think one of if not the top stream albums of all time. I'm pretty sure.
Literally,
You can
just
fact
because
check me,
he's
but I'm
not
pretty sure
known
he has one of the top
to
streamed
you.
albums of all time.
Like, I swear to God, I've never heard. Like, I'm sure. Like, I know you know about Bad Bunny though, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
you have to listen to Bad Bunny to. He just because he's not popular to you and the
Yeah.
people around you does not mean he's not popular.
Yeah, shocker. A white middle-aged American doesn't listen to Bad Bunny. I'm so shocked, but you know who does?
Shocker.
Billions of people.
Billions. Of people.
Billions of people listen to Bad Bunny, and this is actually a massive like pull for fucking Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. This
So
is a poll.
yeah, they
Okay.
But yeah, I find it so funny. It's like who else would you? Apparently, I heard. Speaking of, now we'll get into the main topic. I heard that apparently Taylor Swift was supposed to do the Super Bowl, but because they didn't give her the rights to the film,
This guy stinks. Yeah.
apparently, yeah, because they didn't give her the rights to the filming of it, she backed out of it.
Well, yeah, because she wants to film it to monetize it to make more money.
Absolutely.
On top of the 30 variants that have already come out of Life of a Showgirl.
So, podcast
It's
listeners,
been
we're gonna
3 days.
we're gonna talk about Taylor Swift. You can't tell in the new album, and I'm gonna give you this warning ahead of time because I'm gonna be so real with you, Swifties. You are, and
So get out of here.
I'm gonna talk more about it. You guys are schizo fucking phrenic, and you guys cannot handle when your fave is talked about in a negative way. So I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. That's gonna happen. if you're a Swiftie, you will get triggered by this and you will get upset because I'm not going to be nice to her. I'm probably going to call her a bitch. I'm probably going to call her a cunt. I'm probably going to call her a piece of shit. I'm probably going to say a lot of mean things about Taylor Swift. You will not enjoy it. And if you feel like defending her in the comments, be my guest. It only boosts this video in the algorithm. I don't fucking care. But I am saying for your own sanity, just click off the video and go watch a different one. Go watch another fucking video about how amazing the Taylor Swift album is to fucking toddlers. Let's get into the Taylor Swift album. What are some of your first thoughts here?
So listen.
Clasped hand together.
Okay. I did do that. So like it dropped, right? I was at the mall the day it dropped, and so the mall
place
that I live near has a Sunrise Records in it. If you don't know what Sunrise Records is, get with the times. It's
a record shop.
It's a record shop. I walk in, and I'm not really expecting to find much of anything. I already own all the Glass Animals albums and like whatever, so I'm just looking, and my friend's going to buy stuff. And we walk up to the front where like they have these rotating like holders for records and like vinyls and stuff. And Taylor has an entire rotating shelf dedicated to all of the different variants that have already dropped on the first day.
How many variants are there?
There are currently 30. The 30th one just dropped today.
I'm lying.
I am not kidding you. It just dropped. The 30th variant just dropped. Majority of the variants are CDs and vinyls. There's one digital variant and I think 2 cassette variants.
Oh my god.
I am not lying to you when I tell you that there are already 30 variants of Life as a Showgirl out, and it's only been 3 or 4 days since the album dropped. Do you think she's mad that she passed K-pop Demon Hunters for like a day?
And then they went back up.
Number 1, and then Golden by K-pop Demon Hunter, the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack, is already back up at number 1.
As it should be.
We're fixing the Hanmoon with this one, guys.
Yeah, someone actually, that was really funny. Someone posted it being like, it's actually really apt that K-pop Demon Hunters surpasses Taylor Swift because of the fact that the whole movie is about like how I guess the main characters in K-pop Demon Hunter are trying to join the world together through like love of music and magic of music, and then they get disrupted by that by evil demons who make soulless, lifeless music. Who try to steal people's souls through music.
And they do succeed in the movie for a little bit. They become more popular than Huntrix.
Yeah.
And then Huntrix comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So we sealed the Hanmoon with this one, guys.
So who's coming back this time? So I have a lot of points. I've written out an entire Google Docs page of thoughts on this album.
Google Docs, nice.
Big thing, I'm going to say this ahead of time because people are going to ask it, and I'm going to be so real with you. I did not listen to the album. I am not going to listen to the album. I am not going to give the album a chance. Firstly, I don't like Taylor Swift's quote unquote good stuff. I have always thought she is uninspired and boring, and I think she is a terrible musician personally.
Love Story when it was covered by someone else.
But
every time you laugh like that, all I picture is like a little goblin at your desk rubbing his hands together.
So first point was I find Taylor Swift's fandom is so funny to me because it is so large. There are factions in it, which is so crazy to me. And there is a civil war going on right now between all the factions.
Is it just good or bad? Like
so that, and then like also there's always that, and then there's also like the extra layer with like the marriage announcement recently. There's the Gaylors versus the non-Gaylors. So there's 2 different factions going on. Which I will say this. Listen, I'm a big fan of
getting married to the PE teacher.
I'm a big fan of what's it called? Overreading media into queerness because we don't get represented very often. It's a favorite pastime of mine too. I hate to tell you this, Taylor Swift is straight. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You are actually in a psychosis of some sort if you still think that it is a lavender marriage.
I don't get how anyone can be a Gaylord after this album
Yeah.
Because this could only be written by a straight white woman who caught up onto ChatGPT and asked for an album to be written.
Well, one of her songs is
Because,
literally about Travis Kelce's dick.
yes, his redwood whatever opened my thighs or whatever.
Yeah.
But did you girl boss too close to the sun?
I have that. I have that. I have
I'm
that
gonna
as
kill
one of my
that. I'm gonna
written
kill.
down lyrics. It's my new favorite stem. It's my new favorite
Is that
stem.
your new favorite stem?
I
I
be
actually
that's my old
yesterday
voice line. I be hitting that. I be hitting that, dude.
yesterday at work I was working with this 14-year-old girl and she likes Tate McRae, so I got a little worried that if I brought up Taylor's new album that I might get killed while I'm at work. So
I
I waited
don't
until she
find
left to
that
ask
Tate
my
McRae
coworkers.
and Taylor Swift have a lot of overlap,
No,
actually.
but there I can't tell you more about her without like actually getting into it.
Okay.
But she seems like she'd be into Taylor Swift too.
Okay.
So I had to just like wait for her to go home and then talk to my other coworker who I know for a fact hates Taylor Swift about the new album.
Yeah. So
Because I was like, oh my god.
one of my first points, which is really funny to me, um,
Yep.
Taylor Swift has a fuck ton, and I mean a fuck ton, of uncredited samples all over this album. If you don't
Yes.
know,
All over this
so
album.
many.
Everywhere. Every time someone pulls up, they're like, this song sounds like this, and then they put up two things. This song sounds like this. Both of them side by side.
And
God.
I just want to say how funny it is that Taylor Swift does all this sampling and does all of this like not making her own music, if you will.
Yeah. She's not
Um
even doing it herself.
yet
DIY more
she
like, I'm gonna
sued
do it.
Olivia Rodrigo
For saying
for
that she was inspired.
yeah, for not having any actual like stolen assets,
No,
lyrics,
nothing
music,
stolen,
or
nothing.
anything
Just
comparable to anything
saying
Taylor
that
Swift
she
has
was
made.
inspired.
But saying that she was inspired specifically by Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer, suing Olivia Rodrigo and demanding
For
writing
writing
credits on that song, on one of her biggest if I think her biggest songs of all time, Driver's License, which
Yes,
now
Driver's
partially pays for Taylor Swift's like hundreds of mansions and fucking $1 billion plane visits to fucking down the road when she needs to go shopping.
I need a glass of water. Let me hop into my private jet and go to the
Yeah,
kitchen.
literally. Another point I have is she calls Charlie XCX a cokehead in this, which is just
I watched an
so funny to me.
entire 30-minute YouTube video about their beef. I could talk about it for days. It's not even beef. It's like one-sided at this point.
Absolutely.
Cause like they pointed out like, oh, Charlie and Lord worked it out on the remix, so fans thought that Taylor and Charlie were gonna work it out on the remix. But then it was Ariana Grande that came in and the song was rewritten to be something else entirely, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that when Brat came out, it was going to be like the number one.
You didn't know this.
And then
I knew
Taylor
this.
dropped an
I knew this.
exclusive UK version of
Yep.
whatever. I
Taylor
was
Swift has a long history of
so
doing that. She did the exact same thing
I
to
know
Billie
she has a
Eilish. She
history of
did
doing
the
that. I
exact
did
same
not think she did
thing.
it to Charlie. Oh
Yeah,
my
I think
god.
she did the
She did
same
it
thing
to
to Sabrina Carpenter.
she did it to Sabrina, she did it to Billy, she did it to Charlie, she did it to someone else and I was really mad about it too because I was like, wow, I actually really liked this one and she did it to
Yeah,
this person?
she's
Are
done
you
it.
joking? I was like,
And she specifically
wow.
does it to female artists, which is crazy.
The only
She
female artist, and
specifically does it to female artists.
she markets herself as such a girl's girl, and
She's
then
not.
immediately when another girl is about to get their entire like what they've dreamed of, she drops a variation.
She markets
Of
herself as a girl's girl, but has proceeded to
to
become
not
the
be a
one of the
be a
things I
girl's
keep
man.
seeing people critique her
Man's
online
girl.
for is that Taylor Swift like is always perpetually like in every song she makes like calling herself the victim and how it's like always her
Yes.
being wronged and how like a man wrongs her or these girls wrong her and how Taylor Swift used to sing about the mean girls and how it's like so funny now Taylor Swift you have become the mean girl, you are the
That
mean
big
girl.
mean girl.
You quite literally like basically deny women in the industry any opportunity to rise
Any
up now.
opportunity to rise up and get to where you are, even just a fraction of an inch
Yep.
closer to where you are, and you block them.
Yep.
Just a tiny little bit. Hitting the number one would be like anyone's dream
Absolutely.
on the Billboard. And she keeps blocking
can't
it
let that
every
happen.
time.
Yeah, because then that would hurt her ego, and maybe
It would hurt her ego to not
maybe
be
she
at the number
wouldn't
one,
have just as many
obviously.
billions.
Oh my god, she's gonna lose out on $10 on this, guys.
I said it's really funny to me how Swifties just can't admit it's a bad album. I have seen such
I just can't admit it's a
insane
bad one.
takes online. Love you to death, but I'm gonna call you out right now. Not you. Cutie Cinderella, one of my favorite content creators of all time, who's a massive Swiftie, said one of the most delusional things ever online, which was that basically she made a tweet that was like, I can't prove it, but this album is satirical and you guys just don't get the joke.
Cutie, no.
Yes, the album is because famously when someone makes music, it's to not be taken seriously. It's to be a joke. It's to be the butt end of a joke.
The only person that I know that makes music to not be taken seriously is Weird Al.
Mm-hmm.
Is Taylor giving Weird Al right now to you, Riley?
Considering she is, as many has referred to her, supposed to be the Shakespeare of our generation, no.
Ugh, don't say that to me. That pisses me off so fucking bad. Because
this is our modern day Shakespeare. Why? Why does it piss you off?
I don't know why. I don't even know when it was. But when she released that song where she rhymed Grand Theft Auto with Aristotle, I got so pissed off about it. You don't even know.
Yep.
Don't mention Aristotle. You're not even close to him or Shakespeare. Shakespeare's not even... Shakespeare's down there. Shakespeare's down there, and you're somehow even lower.
Yeah.
You're not even close to the greats or anything, and you're mentioned. Don't let Aristotle come out of your mouth ever again.
Another thing that's really interesting, which is another thing that Swifties are running in circles to try and defend. Theorize that these are AI lyrics. I would not be shocked by that at all.
I am theorizing that as well because some of the things I've heard on TikTok are a little too... if that makes sense. Like,
did you girl boss too close to the sun?
Did you girl boss? I like my friends canceled.
Did you Bro, see that I'll get there.
No, did you see the TikTok of the guy lip syncing to it? And he was like, "This is the video we would have made in 2020, guys. Come on."
Yes, you sent it to me.
Yes, did I send it to you? I did.
Yes,
I totally did.
But even though we don't have any proof that the lyrics are AI generated, what is AI generated is all of her promo for it.
Horrible.
And Swifties are so funny because they're like, that's just CGI. You guys don't get CGI. Telling people like us who actually work in the industry and have created the CGI in which you claim it is, that is in fact not CGI. That is not how it works. The font does not change. The words would not be misspelt. It is so simple. That is not CGI. That is very blatantly an AI generated image.
AI generated.
Yep.
Jesus. Like, I'm bawling my eyes out.
But these people want to tell us that we don't know what we're talking about because
it's
obviously CGI.
You don't write. How should you know, girl? At least I pick up a book every once in a while.
So, speaking of, you brought up the song Cancelled. I said, do you know that Cynthia Erivo gif where she's tapping her head and it's the quote.
I love that.
It's the concept of blank.
Yeah, it's the concept of, and she's tapping her head. I don't know.
So my Cynthia Erivo moment is the concept of making a song about your friends and yourself being canceled as if you aren't the most famous person in the world. And I want you to imagine Cynthia Erivo tapping her head to that.
I don't know what about that gif scratches an itch in my brain, but it does so hard. It's crazy. I love it. Like just the nodding of her head and tapping.
Yep. That's me to this.
That whenever someone mentions the song Cancelled by Taylor Swift, everybody in the comments section posts that photo of her next to that guy with the swastika on her shirt.
Oh my god, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about?
No.
I'll be back.
Just going. I'll continue.
I'm running.
So back onto obviously Charlie XCX called her cokehead, but comparing your feud, this one I thought was really interesting. I don't remember who said it online first, but someone else did say it online, and I agree with that. Comparing your feud with another straight cis female artist to that of a romantic infatuation and how much she loves you is just a strange thing to do as a self-proclaimed ally.
Come on.
Like, that's...
Even I'm an ally.
Like, that is quite literally borderline fetishization at the bare minimum and or delegitimizing actual women-loving women relationships. Like, pick your poison. It's one of the two.
It's one of the two.
Like, you're either basically admitting that you don't think that genuine woman on woman love can happen, and that it comes out of a place of like mutual hate for one another, I guess, is your weird like concept here, or you think like it's this cute little like toss on toss off thing, which is just strange. Like I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of that at all. I also think the song itself is pretty dog shit, and also like to get into it, if you don't know, the song, I think it's really romantic, or actually it's actually romantic, isn't it? Is the song that Taylor Swift made. Is the song
Uh,
is I think it's actually romantic.
something romantic. Yeah, actually romantic.
So she made a song called Actually Romantic, which is supposed to be a response to Charlie XCX's original quote unquote diss track, Sympathy as a Knife, which, I mean, this point has been beaten to death, so I'm sure you've heard it, but if you actually have listened to Sympathy as a Knife, it is not a diss track by any stretch of the imagination. It is a song about how Charlie is very deeply insecure in her own self as a woman, in herself as a pop star, in herself and her own identity, because she is often in the media and in her own private spaces compared to people like Taylor Swift, who she has never reached a level of fame or success that Taylor Swift has ever had. So that ends up with her harboring ill intent towards Taylor Swift and bad emotions towards Taylor Swift, all because of like her outstanding circumstances and like those around her, and even her own like inner thoughts and dialogue, and how like she doesn't personally hate Taylor Swift, but she can't help but dislike and hate Taylor Swift to some degree because of the fact of like how Hollywood works essentially, and how like
Mm-hmm.
wrong of a system it is, and how basically like basically the concept is girls in Hollywood have to be best friends, but also have to like hate each other and be competitors, and how there's like no in between. You have to be both at the same time, and how if you do hate someone in Hollywood, you are all automatically deemed as like not a feminist, or that you hate women, because all women in Hollywood have to like each other, and that's the real
I
point of Sympathy as a Knife. And Taylor Swift,
yeah.
instead of all that, got
Instead of all that, you
boring
do coke.
Barbie. And
You do coke.
response was,
You
yeah,
snort
you do
cocaine.
coke, and you're obsessed with me.
You snort cocaine, and you're obsessed with me.
And once
And
again,
every
back on the Taylor Swift fans, my favorite part about it all is the Taylor Swift fans clawing at the walls to be like, it's not about Charlie XCX, guys. You're overreading. And it's like,
who else is it fucking about then?
it literally has to be. Like,
It has
everything
to.
about the song is about everything is romantic. Or sorry, actually romantic is clearly a reference to Charlie XCX's Everything is Romantic.
Yes.
What other pop star are you calling a fucking cokehead?
What other pop star you calling a cokehead had a boyfriend at the same time you did in the 1975,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't see any other girl backstage except for Charlie when you were dating that guy from 1975.
Yeah.
So
Who else
who
are we
going to be
talking
about
about?
except for Charlie? I
Yep.
saw you at the backstage of my boyfriend's concert, whatever. Who else are you seeing but Charlie XCX?
Yeah.
Let's think about that.
Yep.
Anyway, I sent you that picture that I was telling you about, the one with the guy with the swastika on his shirt. It's on TikTok if you want to take a gander.
It's on
and
TikTok?
have a good laugh. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
my bad.
TikTok comment sections have pictures now. Do you know about that?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
true.
Because I'll open up the comments on a Taylor hate video just to have a good laugh. Yes. Yeah. Show the camera. Can you show that on camera? Don't show the camera.
I think maybe. No, it's too bright.
Yeah.
Okay, closer. Oh, there we go. There's the picture.
Yeah.
Holy
Who cares
fuck.
if we get demonetized? We're
What
hating
is-
on Taylor anyway.
What is the context behind this, I wonder?
They're at someone's birthday party.
Oh my god. And he's
I don't know what the context of it is, but that guy clearly has a
holy as
swastika
well.
on his shirt.
You know what's so funny? I've liked this TikTok that you sent me. I just never saw
You
that.
just never went in the
I
comments?
just never saw that. That's so funny.
My favorite is when some guy's like talking about something, and I scroll through, and every single comment has that picture except for the Swiftie breaking it apart, going, "Guys, the song is not bad."
Yeah, I love people arguing that the fucking songs aren't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I said is in quotes, because this is another thing I've been hearing 50 say. This is also gonna be like a large this is gonna be like a very 50-50 of me hating on Taylor Swift and me also equally hating on Taylor Swift fans. Because bitch, you all deserve the hate she gets. You all defend a billionaire that does not care about your well-being, actively kills the world that you are living in, and does not give a shit about you and your wage issues, even though she actively could help with your wage problems and actively could speak up about political issues, but chooses not to.
Speak up. Sorry.
But yeah. So, and you for some reason go to bat for her, like you are fucking.
And like, dude. Okay, so you know Lord's album, not Lord. Adele's album 25.
Yes.
How it's like one of the like most bought ones.
Yep.
Upon release, and they're like, oh, Taylor's gonna crush this. It's the same people buying all 30 variants, though.
Yep.
She doesn't deserve to
Yep.
surpass Adele, who had like actual people buying this, except for like not multiple people, not the same person buying multiple different copies. Actual people buying Adele's album instead of like the same 10 people buying all 30 variants.
Yeah, I saw another thing that was really interesting. Speaking of like comparing Taylor Swift to somebody, someone was talking about another artist that Taylor Swift is often compared to because they are basically like always like selling out. They sell at stadiums together. They both have huge success in Hollywood, and that's Beyonce. And I find it really
The
funny
Lemonade album
that
at
Beyonce
35.
dropped the Lemonade album the same age Taylor Swift dropped this album. And what I would like to say is important about artistry in music, and that is Lemonade had something to say. Lemonade was important.
Lemonade had
Lemonade
something to say.
culturally is significant across the world. What the fuck does this album have to say? Other than I'm a rich billionaire who sometimes has to like go out and buy a bottle of wine, and that's really hard.
I was talking to someone that I know, and I mentioned that, and this is not like this. You made me jog this memory. I was talking
Okay.
about how Wishbone is probably like one of my favorite Conan albums
Had
right
to bring
now.
up Conan.
Had to bring up.
Can't
go
get a
without
podcast
it,
without it.
because we were in the car listening to Conan Gray, Wishbone, whatever one it was, 1111, I think. And she goes, no, Kid Crow triumphs everything. Wishbone doesn't really.
It just
like
doesn't.
it just doesn't. It doesn't have anything to like say. Like there's no order to the thing. And then
Are
she
you
liked Taylor Swift.
schizo-fucking-phrenic?
Are you schizophrenic? And then she goes, I actually kind of liked Taylor's new album.
Yeah, all opinions lost.
All
All
opinions lost. So
opinions
she said that she liked Taylor's album as soon as she hopped in the car. So this was already like a good 10 minutes into the car ride where I was like, okay, I'm gonna disregard every single opinion you've ever had about music. Period.
Yeah.
Because how are you going to say that? Lemonade had something to say. Wishbone, he's talking.
He has
And
something
like
to say.
he's got something to say.
Wishbone is what's it called? I think the thing about Wishbone, if we're really side tangenting this, is I will say the thing with Conan Gray is Conan Gray often, in my opinion, has something to say. He just says it differently every time, but it is often the same thing, which is his own exploration in self-identity and queerness. Specifically, like Conan very heavily leans into those themes and into those tropes, and he is very much like with every album Conan releases, he like further delves into that into a deeper and deeper and deeper level, and what that represents for him, but also like as like genuinely a queer person as well.
Yeah, and she wanted to say that Conan wasn't telling a story with the new album because this song was in the middle, like in the middle-ish of the album and not the beginning. And then she wants to go and tell me that Taylor has storytelling.
Stop, Coda. You're being bad.
Give me Coda. Give him to me.
No, he's being bad.
I will take him.
Yeah, and I think the other interesting thing about Wishbone too, which like is really telling, is that Wishbone had Conan wrote 300 songs for Wishbone and then chose what, 12?
Yes.
Which is really interesting because I watched someone make a TikTok about it, and this was like way before Taylor Swift was even releasing an album. They were talking about the concept of making an album in the modern day and how albums nowadays are kind of just like music slop, in the sense that like people will just throw like 12 songs on a album and just call it a day, and they won't have any sort of like
I feel like that's what she did though.
Cohesion to it. And I was gonna say, and this is exactly what Taylor Swift sounds like, and I think it's even funnier though, because Taylor Swift and her fandom has this whole concept called the vault, which is supposed to be like unwritten songs
like
and
a
stuff.
Disney Vault.
Yeah, or like songs that were written but never released type vibe. And I find it really interesting that that's like a whole thing in her fandom, yet somehow none of these songs are in the vault, when I think every single last one of them should be in the vault.
Because like the fact that Beyonce put out such an inspiring album at 35, and Taylor is still giving us slop after slop.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is
and
telling us about her football boyfriend's dick.
Football boyfriend's dick, and she can do that because she has such an undying fandom that would support her no matter what. She could hit the World Trade Center twice on September 11th, and they wouldn't care.
Yeah, 100%. So one of the things that I wanted to get back onto my bullet points here.
Yes.
Quote, another thing that Swifties have been saying, you only care when Taylor does it.
You only
Actually,
care when Taylor does it.
no, I
No.
don't. You just only listen when it's about Taylor Swift, is the problem.
That's your only thing that you do is listen to Taylor. I feel
Yeah.
like you do nothing else.
If you actually paid attention to these people who are throwing criticisms at Taylor Swift, I can promise you they criticize
other things.
many
Yeah,
other
they're criticizing
artists,
other people
many
too.
other billionaires, many other people. A big thing I'm seeing online is people being like, you guys don't care about other billionaires. Actually, we all do. Actually, I'd say everyone who criticizes Taylor Swift for being a billionaire and for her private jet usage, for her bad environmental usage, for her silence when speaking up against anything activism-wise, I can promise you they feel the exact same way about every other fucking billionaire.
Every other
The
billionaire.
difference is you don't care. That's the problem, and then you are putting your not caring onto somebody else, which isn't the case. Just because you don't care does not mean that other people don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you only care enough to notice when someone is bashing Taylor, and you don't care enough to notice anything else that's going on.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I saw one person critique, it's fucking Judy Hopps-Lover
Oh, Judy Hopps-Lover 69.
came to the defense of Swifties.
Oh,
And he was
not
like,
my king, not
and
my
he
king.
was basically like, let Swifties enjoy like the album, yada yada yada. And then he had
They
said
can enjoy
like
the album all they want.
there are,
Still
and then
should.
he had basically said there are bigger issues to be talking about than Taylor Swift. And I think this is like kind of a double-edged sword because firstly, let Swifties enjoy the album. 9 times out of 10, I think people do let Swifties enjoy the album. It's Swifties who go up in people's comments and when people are
Yeah,
validly
they're-
criticizing Taylor Swift, choose to once again go to bat for her for literally no reason and fight to the death for no reason. So you can't really let a Swiftie enjoy an album if they're choosing actively to go into comment sections and fight for their fave's life for no reason.
Yeah, no, like I get letting someone to enjoy an album if you don't even like the album, but it's the Swifties coming out and saying, guys, it was good, what she's doing is good. Go enjoy it over there in the corner.
And then
quietly.
I also always hate, and I mean this, I hate the argument whenever like something is popular to talk about online. I hate when the response, instead of like actually like taking the criticism and responding to it directly and actually like internalizing that and figuring out like, oh, why is this being criticized? Is there a valid criticism here? Is always like, quote unquote, there are bigger issues, because yeah, a fucking course there is. There's always bigger issues. But you know what's crazy, actually? Taylor Swift has a massive hold on fucking culture as a whole. She is the biggest streaming artist of all fucking time. She in this
spoke up
album
about
specifically
these
has
bigger
so many
issues.
undertones of MAGA and right-wing beliefs and ideologies. It's important to talk about Taylor Swift, believe it or not.
It's important to talk about her.
Are there bigger issues like Palestine, like the genocide that's actively happening? Yes, of fucking course there is. But guess what? Your fave hasn't said shit about it either. So why the fuck can't people talk about her?
Exactly. It's like, if she spoke up about it, and, you know, like, she spoke about anything going on right now.
Especially
her fans would be on
Palestine
her
for
side no matter
so
what.
long was seen as like this thing that no one could touch because like, oh my god, I don't want to be what's it called?
Canceled.
Is Israeli phobic. Like I don't want to
canceled.
be, because like the argument that Israel always says is that if you're pro-Palestine, you hate all Jewish people, which is just not the fucking case.
Not true.
So many Jewish people are pro-Palestine, by the way. You could open your fucking eyes and ears and find that out, but like, do you know easy it would have been for the world to accept that it's not anti-Semitic to be pro-Palestine if people like Taylor Swift were to speak out sooner? Now, like, the narrative has widely switched and pro-Palestine is, like, quote-unquote the right thing to believe. But, like, I remember for the longest time, it was, like, not okay to say you were pro-Palestine because that was seen as, like, anti-Semitic or, like, anti-Israeli and specifically, like, Israeli-phobic. And, like, thank God now people have come to their fucking senses. But, like, if Taylor Swift would have literally said anything at all positively towards Palestine, like, that narrative would have shifted so much faster. So much faster.
So much faster. She has so many people In the
Who,
palm of her hand.
oh, who will fight to the
Will
death for
fight
her.
tooth and nail. Yes. And what? And what is she doing with
Um,
that? Cyberbullying.
yeah, I don't know. So here's where I have my ending thoughts finally on this
Okay.
album. My ending thoughts are, quote, I don't want her to die. I just want her to retire. The music
She
industry is
honestly
different.
should have
Yeah,
retired.
with her last album.
With her last album,
The music industry is different. It's a large part of that is because of her and how monumental of an artist she is. She is like, don't get me wrong, I do not like Taylor Swift. I think most, if not all of her music is terrible and unlistenable, but I have to acknowledge she's a monumental artist who has changed the space and has done some really insane things and is probably like going to go down in history as like the most famous artist ever. Like she's probably going to genuinely outshine the Beatles and outshine people like Michael Jackson and probably will end up being like the most famous person ever. But like, I genuinely think at this point the landscape would be better off without someone like her. Like,
yes.
I think she just actively hurts the music industry every time she releases an album. I think the way she
At this
takes
point, yeah.
number one spots away from people and doesn't give like newer artists a chance to grow, I think that hurts. I think that hurts the music economy. I think her pumping out slop and normalizing just like bad, terrible music and then like being the top selling musician of all time is like not a good precedent to set and is so like anti art and is so like anti music. And finally, I said I think her music has lost the plot. She tries to connect with people instead of like make actual genuine music. Like she just tries to create music for the most amount of people possible, which is like already missing the point of music. But on top of that, she has managed to fail that because she has become so comfortable in her billionaire lifestyle in this album that it is just like unrecognizable to her fans, which is crazy because that was the one thing Taylor Swift always had was this like connection to her fans and how like she spoke to women across the world and like these common things women deal with. But now that Taylor Swift, because here's the other thing too, kicker, call me an anti-feminist. I think Taylor Swift's a bitch and a cunt, so I'm gonna fucking get it out there. Call me sexist all you fucking want. But even crazier, Taylor Swift only ever makes music that people like when it's about a man.
When it's about a man. All of her.
And now
like,
that she's in a
I remember
happy
back in the
relationship
day,
and can't sing about a man,
can't sing about
unless it's
man.
good, which no one wants to hear from Taylor Swift, she instead goes to attacking women. And all of a sudden, now, who's the fucking sexist one?
Who's the sexist one? I remember back in the day when Taylor Swift was first, like getting bigger back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to say that. People can call me Unk in the comments. People I already know are, I'll do it. Back in the day, the biggest criticism of Taylor was that she only sang about her ex-boyfriends.
Yep.
That was the biggest complaint I heard all of my life, through elementary school, through high school. It was the biggest complaint about Taylor Swift was she only sang. And now that she doesn't have an ex to sing about because she's engaged, about to be married, she's just putting out slop.
Yeah. It's just bad. She only has
It's
something
just
to say
bad.
when it's when
It's
she's
about a
in a
man.
breakup. Yeah, when she
A breakup,
her music
and if
has always centered around men.
she has to talk to a woman.
Yep.
And don't even get me started on what she fucking did to Ophelia.
Yeah, I've seen
Ophelia was not
TikToks on that.
saved by a man.
Yep.
Don't do that. Don't mix up that. Don't do this. Fucking hate that.
But
And
yeah,
it's her favorite song.
my final point is I think she's done her big one in her life. I think she's done, and I don't think we
I think
ever
she's
need
done.
another Taylor Swift album
Honestly,
ever
I
again.
think she can just retire and be fine. I don't
Quote
even think she'd
unquote,
have to
go have your
ever.
neighborhood of kids that you talk about in that one song and just
Oh
take
my
your billions of
God.
dollars and fuck off with your private jet.
Fuck
Like,
off.
it's over.
She had cats, right? And she would refer to them as her kids. And then in one of her songs, she makes fun of people for saying that their dogs are their kids.
Absolutely. Very
Well,
Taylor Swift
don't
coded.
switch up.
Yeah.
Just
And I
jumps
guess,
Kodak out of
actually,
your
the one
review.
other thing I will say about Taylor Swift in this album is Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Whether she tells you that she wants you to vote for Kamala or Trump, she 100% voted for Trump. I am
She did.
firmly in that belief. This album has
She got that
solidified that
tax
to me. She is a billionaire. She wants Trump to be in office so she can remain a billionaire. She has not done
Yep.
anything else to prove otherwise, and those who defend her on that, you are genuinely ill in the head. She has proven over and over again that she does not want to, she will do anything to keep her money and to keep her status as like this opulent, rich 1% of 1%. And she will do anything to keep that. And she does not care about anything else. That is her priority. And she is going to keep doing that. She is right wing. She is MAGA. And she 110% will vote for her best interest, not the world's best interest. And one more thing. You, like, one of the things is that, like, she's singing about, like, having kids now, and everyone's like, oh my god, like, of what these kids are going to be. These kids are, it's so funny because Taylor Swift can sing about having kids because Taylor Swift's kids are going to grow up in a different world than yours will, right?
Mhm.
Taylor Swift's kids are going to grow up as the 1% of the 1%. They will never have to do anything in their life to do
They won't have to work. They won't have
anything.
to worry.
And they won't have to deal
They
with the
won't have to
consequences of
struggle.
things like global climate change because guess what? They're going to be the
No,
first
'cause they're
motherfuckers
on
that
the
get to go to
fucking private jet.
Mars.
They're on that private jet to Mars.
Yeah. And yep, needless to say, I hate Taylor Swift, and I hope I never
Yep.
hear another Taylor Swift song ever again.
You're gonna be up on TikTok for the next like month and a half.
I have
hearing
been
clips.
beefing
I
with
like
people
my
in
friends
comments.
canceled.
I have been beefing with Swifties. I wonder if I can
Ugh.
find one of them. One of them
Yeah,
was.
please read me a comment.
Let's see if I can find it. One of them was Oh, here it is. It's this Swiftie who is like, guys, I'm a Swiftie and I love Taylor Swift too, but we need to address like that she's using AI, and like basically this whole video being like, I love Taylor Swift, but this is wrong, guys. Like, this isn't okay. So I commented, I said, it's nice to see a Swiftie actually acknowledge her wrongdoings, but call a spade a spade. She's a billionaire who chose to save money rather than support artists. Even though, as you said in your own world, or in your own words, she has a quote unquote personal connection to owning your own art. She solidified her stance in using AI, whatever sells her records and gets her on top of those goddamn charts.
Whatever gets her up there.
Whatever does it. And now whatever saves her money. For someone who wants to fight for artists and wants her rights to her masters, maybe, just maybe we should not have let you have those masters back, considering you still have yet to learn the lesson of how wrong it is to steal art. But anyways, fuck Taylor Swift. Let's talk about actual good music in our music wrap-up of the week.
Yay!
So what do you got going on?
So from the Hades 2 soundtrack, I have I'm
Oh,
Gonna
go on.
Claw, and then in brackets, Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death.
Okay.
Great song. Give it a listen.
Yeah. Sounds like a you song.
I've also been, again, repeat from last week, still listening to Affluenza. Can't
Okay.
get over it.
Still in there,
Can't
still
get
in the
over it.
rotation, still in the rotation.
Can't get over it. What else have I been listening to?
Me, Conan Gray, and Blunt in rotation.
Forget Me Not and Too Little Too Late and Lover Girl by Lave.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She brought someone out. Who'd she bring out? Benson Boone. Brought out Benson Boone. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
She brought out Benson Boone on a LA Night 2, I think. And then I think, was it Cat's Eye she brought out? I think she brought out Cat's Eye for LA Night 1. Appetapita. That's not Cat's Eye.
That's not Cat's Eye.
Norley. Is that all your music?
Yeah.
I wonder if I have my Apple recap back, actually.
Ooh, let's go check.
I'm gonna check right now. If I don't, it'll be next week.
Oh, I have been listening to 2 other songs too.
It's
All
next
Right
week.
and Hole in the Stars by Maxton Waller. Hop on
Okay.
that shit.
I have been listening to Gigi Perez. I'm back on my Gigi Perez shit.
Of course.
Gigi Perez, Please Be Rude, and At the Beach in Every Life. Loves, always a staple. Back on my Conan Gray actor shit. We took a break. We took a hiatus for a bit there, but we're back on my Conan Gray actor shit. We got
Conan Gray.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Sabrina Carpenter, Nobody's Son, back in the rotation, love it. And honorable mention, because of what's going on this week, go stream Brad, everybody. It's a phenomenal fucking
stream
album,
Brad,
and it is
everybody.
culturally
Go listen to some guests.
amazing. Go listen to everything on that album. Everything on that album is such a good cultural critique.
Just a young girl from Essex. And how real is that for us? Nope.
You're not from Essex. You're from Kitchener.
From Essex County.
You're not from Kitchener. Why wouldn't you correct me there?
Girl, do you not know that my town is also a part of Essex County?
Yes, but I'm saying why would you not correct me when you're not from Kitchener?
Close enough. No, it's not. That's like hours away.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You let me get away with that, and I was like, hello?
Yeah, I let you get away with being saying I was from Kitchener. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, Brooks in Essex County. I'm not.
Works in Essex County. You're close.
I'm a city folk. How dare you? Don't even try me.
Well, sometimes they call it Windsor, Essex County, so.
No. I won't be lumped in with the likes of you.
Okay. Sorry, us county folk have something to do.
Like what? Pick fucking corn?
Go to
Shuck
the
it.
apple orchard. I went to the apple orchard last weekend.
There you go.
I gotta tell you about that off the pod.
Okay. Well, I have been a new Bizarre. I am your Crashout Queen. This is my co-host, Brooke.
Fuck Taylor Swift.
Fuck Taylor Swift. And we are done. Bye.